Hey, what's up, you guys? Hello, hello, hello. How's everybody doing today? I decided to do a video. I've been thinking about this for a couple of weeks now, doing this video. Basically, it's just about knowing your worth, ladies and gentlemen. Know your worth and what you deserve in life and what you won't stand for anybody. But for me, I'm so happy that I am no longer interested in this certain person. I no longer care about this certain person because how wrong he has done me in the past. Um, so I met this guy in 2016 at community college. I thought he was fine, like tatted up and beard, and I'm like, dang, like that's what I go for. I like a guy with beards and tattoos. That's what I'm attracted to, okay? So, yeah, it's like I started liking this guy, and then, you know, we started talking, and I realized I should have ended there, and I should have no longer entertained him. Um, when I saw that he had a tattoo of his girlfriend at the time initials tattooed on him. So I knew that I should have ended it right there, but feelings grew and we got close. He told me a lot of things about him, growing up and everything like that, and vice versa. And we started off as friends. We were friends, but then one thing led to another, and you know, we started flirting, and we've kissed multiple times. I knew I should have ended it, but I was just so wrapped up in, you know, developing feelings for this person. And then around this time that we were talking, his girlfriend at the time was pregnant. So she doesn't know me, I don't know her. Um, but I apologized to her. I've never talked to her, never spoke to her a day in my life, but whoever she is, I apologize for my part in that. I should have never entertained it. I feel guilty about what I did. I've always said that I was never going to be the girl that would mess with a guy who's in a relationship. I never want to be that type of girl, but unfortunately, I did become that girl, and I feel really bad about it and my part in that situation. And he was flirting with me until she gave birth. And so it's like, I don't know if he was talking to any other girls, if I was the only one, I don't know, but I feel really bad about that. I really, really do feel bad of my partaking in that. Like, I should have ended it right then and there, but once again, just wrapped up in feelings and falling in love. And it's just like, I was blinded by that. But now I'm woke and I can see that I messed up, and I truly, truly apologize for that. Whoever she is, I apologize. And so we were talking, and then all of a sudden he stopped talking to me. He just stopped talking to me out of the blue. And it was like after he graduated, really. He was there for like a couple of months and then he left. So after he graduated and a couple of months later, he left and he went back home to, I guess he went back home to Indiana because that's where he's from. Um, so he didn't talk to me for like a good year. And then on my birthday, my 22nd birthday, um, I posted a video. And he liked the video. He liked the video, and I reached out to him, and feelings started coming back, and we're talking every day, and we're flirting, and at this time he's not with his girlfriend anymore. He's single, and we're talking, and he's telling me about things that's happening in his life and everything like that, and vice versa. And it's just like, we're sexting. Okay, we are. And it's like, feelings are happening again. Feelings are happening. And we were talking like almost every day. And then I remember, just out of the blue, we weren't talking for a couple of weeks. We weren't talking. And then out of the blue, he messaged me saying, yeah, so I'm talking to somebody else. I've known this girl for many years, and yeah, God bless. That's what he sent me on Facebook Messenger, and I just started crying because once again, you're treating me like trash. For what? And so I stopped talking to him, I unfriended him, and going about my life. I'm in college. I'm at Fair State at this time. I'm in a whole new different environment, meeting new people. I meet a guy, and that's whatever. Um, and so I graduate in 2019, and I'm doing my internship in 2020. So I'm doing my internship, and we had to be remote because 2020 was the year of COVID, and so everything was remote. So I was working remote at home. And I remember it was around either May or June. I was getting my car washed, and I got a message, and it said, "Hey, what's up?" And I'm like, who is this?" And he was like, "It's so and so. Is this Aaliyah?" And I'm like, "Yeah, what's up?" And he was like, "I'm in Flint," and everything like that, and I'm like, "Oh, okay." And so he was like, "Do you want to meet up later?" And I said, "Sure." And I was just so confused. I was really confused. I'm like, why is he reaching out to me? Why are you talking to me? Why do you still have my number? First of all, it's like, what's going on? And so I meet up with him, and it was very awkward. It was very awkward. I was so uncomfortable being there because I have not spoken to him in a year. I haven't spoken to him, and all of a sudden, here you are talking to me. It's like, what's going on? It's like, I was really uncomfortable. But then, days go by later, I'm starting to warm up to him again. We're warming up to each other, and, you know, feelings are slowly coming back. So he's there, he's in Michigan, he's here for a couple of months, and then he goes out of state. He's out of state for a couple of months. Then he comes back. So it's like around, what was it, around July he left? Yeah, he left in July. He left out of state, and then he came back around September. He came back up to Michigan in September. And so we planned like an outing together, like a 2 nights to get away with each other, and we did the deeds, for the first time, and talking about, look here, when it's in the making and you guys are flirting with each other and you're talking about all this stuff, and then it finally happens and it's good and it's what you expected, it's good, and it was good. But spending time with each other and everything like that, it was really great. So then after those 2 days, not even a couple of hours later, he takes a picture on Snapchat, and it's a picture with two girls. Two girls. And I was joking with him. I'm like, "Oh, how did you meet him?" He was like, "I met them in traffic." That's a fucking lie. And so then weeks later on Snapchat, he's during like this little after party with his cousin and 5 girls. And you're saying that those girls are your cousins, but you're focusing on one chick the entire night. No, no. And I believed it. He told me that that was his cousin, and I believed him, but now I'm realizing it. Like, bro, that wasn't your cousin. Shut the fuck up. You're lying. That wasn't your cousin. You're fucking lying to me. Get the fuck out of here. And so I was just really upset with him, and then I got drunk one night, and I had a drunken conversation with him on Snapchat, and he basically told me that, we were going to be nothing more, than good friends, nothing more, nothing less, good friends. Never going to be boyfriend and girlfriend. I'm not a priority to him. And that really hurt me because all of these years I thought that I was something to him, but I wasn't. And so that broke my heart. And I was planning to visit him in Indiana because he always comes and he visits me. I was thinking about, hey, let me go to Indiana and visit him. And so I was like, okay, I'm going to visit you, this Halloween weekend. He was like, okay, cool. Like, we can do that. And then not even a week later, a week before Halloween, he was like, yeah, I'm not going to be there Halloween weekend. I'm going to go up to Michigan and do this. And I'm like, what? Like, what? Like, are you serious? Like, I'm telling you this and this and this. And it's like, you don't, like, what? Like, that's the one thing that I just cannot stand about him. And then he messaged me a couple of days later. He was like, okay, so I'm not going to be able to go to Michigan, so I'll be there in Indiana. So I go and visit him on Halloween, and the first night was great. Second night, I wanted to spend time with him, and I told him to message me when he get off of work. He didn't message me when he got off of work. And I was staying up all night waiting for him to message me so I can spend time with him. That never happened. Halloween day, I got drunk with one of his best friends. And his friend told me, like, yeah, he told me that, you're nothing but a Michigan girl that, he fucks with, and that, and that if I wanted to do something with you, then, he think that you'll be down with it. And I'm like, no, are you serious? And so that whole night I was upset with him. I slapped him because he brought a female coworker, to a party that we were at. And it's like, are you serious? And then we get in an argument. We go back to his house. We get in an argument. And he yelled at me for the first time, which he's never done, ever. He yelled at me. And when we were in the middle of, doing the deeds, he told me, I think you need to go. I think you need to hang out with my friend. And I'm like, are you serious? Like, he treats me like trash. And I was really upset with him. Really, really upset with him. Then I leave. After Halloween, November 1st, I leave and I come back to Michigan. I went to spend time with him before I left. He was like, I'm busy. So I come back home to Michigan, and the following night, I see on Snapchat that he's in jail. And he's in jail for something that happened with his ex. I'm not going to tell you, but it has something to do with his ex. He's in jail. And so I'm freaking out. I'm like, oh my gosh, what's going on? What's going on? And then one of his family members got up over his Snapchat, and he was like, send me your message so I can tell so-and-so. So I sent him my phone number, and we are talking. Him and I were talking almost every other day. We're talking. I sent him like $30. That was the only thing I had a Love After Lockup moment. If y'all watch Love After Lockup on WeTV on Fridays at 9 o'clock, that show is hilarious. Love After Lockup. But I had a Love After Lockup moment. So when he was in jail, I sent him $30 one time. One time. That was it. $30 one time. That's it. And we're writing letters back and forth, and he's telling me that, nobody doesn't understand our history. Nobody doesn't understand the chemistry that we have. And it's like, I always tell him, like, why do we keep doing this whole back and forth thing? And he tells me that, sometimes I have to hit rock bottom to realize how important you are to me, and saying all this stuff. And then he told me, like, when he gets out, that he was going to show me affection and show me how much he cares about me, do things to make me happy. He was going to do this when he gets out of jail. Okay, so when he gets out of jail around December, a week before Christmas, I didn't talk to him that day because I wanted him to spend time with his family. And so we didn't really talk when he got out. It was just always like here and there conversations. And he reverted back to his old ways. And then in January, he told me he was going to go out of state. And I just stopped talking to him. I stopped talking to him because we planned that he was going to come up here and visit me and everything like that. And so this dude is a trip. And so he is out of state, and I don't talk to him. I don't talk to him. I'm talking to my friends, telling them about him, and they're telling me that this guy isn't good for you. He's an emotional manipulator. He's not good for you. Leave him alone. And so I reached out to him, and we talked for a little bit. And then on Martin Luther King Day, he sent me a message on Snapchat basically saying, I met a girl that I'm developing feelings for, and that we need to stop all communication that we have. God bless. So he sent me that, and I lost it. I started crying. I messaged him like, why do you keep doing this to me? He didn't say anything. I unfriended him. Everything. I deleted his phone number. Everything. Like, I shredded the letters that he wrote me. I shredded that. The drawings he sent me, shredded those. And I literally said to myself, I don't I don't care about I don't care if he goes back to jail, because he had a court hearing coming up, and I'm like, I don't care if he goes back to jail. I don't care if he's on parole. I don't care about his custody situation, because he always talked to me about his custody situation with his baby mama and his kid. I said, I don't care about his custody situation, and I said, I don't care about his kid. Now, y'all know me. Y'all know that I love kids. Like, kids hold a very special place in my heart. So you really have to make me mad to where I say that I don't care about your kid. I don't care about his kid. And I just started just losing it. And, I called my therapist. I'm like, girl, I need to talk to you. Like, are you open later on today? And she said, yep. So I went in there. I screenshotted the Snapchat that he sent me. And I'm just crying. And, I was really devastated, because why do you keep treating me like this? I've been nothing but a nice, loyal, kind, supportive person towards you. I never said anything ill will towards you. I never did anything bad towards you. I never did anything towards you that would make you treat me like this. You know how I am, but you can still treat me like this. And so, it's hard, but now it's like I realize what he really is. And there's no more romantic feelings toward him. That's over. That's done with. I don't care anymore about him. I don't care. That's how bad he's hurt me. And I realize that we are in a continuous cycle. It's like we don't talk for a year, and then one of us reaches out of the blue. We talk. Everything's great. Then something happens. Everything turns left. We don't talk anymore. And it happens. We're in this cycle, and I'm over it. I'm over the cycle. I'm over it. And I'm done with this individual. We need to have a conversation if he ever reaches out to me, because I know he's going to reach out to me. I know he is. I know he's going to reach out to me. When this relationship is over that he's in, if he's still in this relationship, but when that relationship ends, he's going to come right back and he's going to text me. And I'm over it. I'm over it, because we have a long conversation that's long overdue, because I've tried so hard protecting his feelings and how he would react if I said something, but I don't care about his feelings. I don't care anymore. I don't care. It's done and it's over with. I don't care. So I know he's going to reach out to me, but when he does, we're going to have a long conversation, long overdue conversation, because it's long overdue. And I realized in this moment that he may be good looking. He may be good looking on the outside, but he's an ugly individual on the inside. He's a very ugly individual on the inside, and he has a lot of issues that he needs to work out. He does. He has issues that he needs to work out on, and I can't fix broken people. That's not my job. I cannot fix a broken individual. That person needs to get help on their own, and he needs help. And so, finally I'm realizing my worth and what I deserve. I deserve someone who doesn't treat me like trash. I deserve someone who treats me like the queen that I am. Someone who's loyal, someone who's kind and caring and, treats me with respect. I deserve that. That's what I deserve. And my mom taught me two things. She taught me you gotta kiss a lot of frogs until you find your prince. And two, people are in your life for a season and a reason. Once again, people are in your life for a season and a reason. I believe that this individual was in my life for 5 years. That was the season. And the reason why he was in my life was to show me what I don't deserve in a man. I don't deserve a man like that in my life. And so we haven't talked since. I don't care. I'm over him. He doesn't mean anything to me anymore. You've hurt me 3 times, 3 strikes, you're out. It's over and it's done with. And so, like I said, he's going to talk to me. I know he is. He's going to message me. And, I'm just over it. I'm over it. I'm over him. And one thing that I did was that I wrote a letter. Because my therapist told me, she was like, write a letter. And then I want you to read the letter to me. And then after it, do whatever you want to do with it. Burn it, throw it away, whatever you want to do. So I typed it. I typed the letter and I burnt it. I burnt it where we shared our first kiss. I burnt it. I burnt it and I threw it in the creek. And it's over and done with. And so this whole journey that we were on, it taught me a lesson and to know my worth and what I deserve and how I deserve to be treated. And ladies and gentlemen, I hope you find someone who treats you with respect and treats you like the queen and king that you are, and to know your worth. Know your worth. Know your worth, alright? So I just had share a little something with y'all, trying to be more open, showing vlogs and things like that besides reviews and everything like that. So I hope that this video touches someone and that they realize their worth and what they are, what they deserve, okay? So I love you guys, and I will see you when I see you, okay? Peace and love. Love you. Mwah. Love you.